Oh, boy. Who might this be? I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Who's that? How you doing? Tell me your first name. I should be doing a video, a broadcast on my site, but for some reason, it's not receiving. Oh, Jard, how you doing? Okay, how are you, Jard? Busy, huh? All that hurricane stuff. Anyway, like I said, I should be streaming on my site. However, there's some problems with the. I don't know, Hoist. I have no idea. It happened a little bit today. It's the bandwidth, Hoist. That's what it is. I apologize. And it's not your fault, nor is it my fault. There is enough bandwidth to stream on the three platforms that I'm on. I'm on YouTube, which we're on now. I'm on my site. In addition to that, I added another platform, which is Facebook. It's not receiving enough bandwidth, and it's not my fault, nor is it yours. The internet, the last 2-3 months, is totally overwhelmed with the whole world on it. It's usually half the world. So we're here, one way or the other. If I'm not on my site, I'll be here. If I'm not here, I'll be on Facebook. We're friends on Facebook, right, Jard? Hoist? All right. I did make a mistake a while ago, and I because I'm not thinking, and I get too overwhelmed. But we did work with, and I wrote them out. The Joe Morello fill-ins. If you remember his master studies, we did 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Remember that? And then we did with the fill-ins. We did 1 and 2E and the 3E and the 4E and. So what I should have done, and I just wrote out the charts. I didn't send them out, but I will. You'll have them for tomorrow. All right. The stick control book, and this is where it originated from. The fill-ins. And this, we can't do line 1 or line 2, so we're going to do line 3. If you remember, when you have doubles, we add the 16th. Like line 3 would be 1E and 2E and. You understand that, gentlemen? Line 3, we'll start with the left hand. That's line 4, rather. And line 5, this way here, you just become accustomed, okay, to that concept, that kind of exercise. Hoist, you still there? Say something. George, say something. Do you understand what I just did? I did the stick control book. Okay. Do you understand that, Jard? The fill-ins, whenever I have 2 rights or 2 lefts, I fill in, if I'm going 1 and, I'm filling in the 16th. If I have 2 lefts, all right? All right, Hoist understands. Jard, do you understand that? Is this video coming out crystal clear? Any lag in it? There's going to be a lag but I mean any delay with the sticks. So if I did, for example, line 7, which would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I fill in when I have a double right or a double left. See that? All right, and if I did line, say 4, what's that? 13, that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Understand the concept. Well, which book are we talking about? The stick control book or the Joe Morello's Master Studies? Because the Master Studies contains accents, the stick control book don't. The stick control book is more or less a preliminary to this exercise to Joe Morello's Master Studies, because he puts accents in it. Stick control book, the fill-ins. All right, well, that's what we're doing. This Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a friend of mine, Steve Forrester, will be doing a broadcast right here on YouTube, as a matter of fact, okay? And what he's going to do, he put out hold on a second. He has a new publication, 143 binary algorithms applied to the paradiddle. All right, and it's based upon Ravel's Bolero. Now, only because of the fact that I know Steve very well, and both of us studied with Joe. And what that seems to be is a whole it's compiling all the ways that he learned from Joe Morello to do the stick control book. Okay? And, you know, there's so many different ways. It's unbelievable. And with this book and my stick control book formulas, which, by the way, I am going to be good. That's good, George. What it's going to be, I'm going to revise the edition. Yeah, that's good, the algorithm book. You'll see, it's all the ways to do it. And he does a little bit of more explaining than I do, because the reason why I wrote the stick control book formula was for the students who come and visit me online. I didn't put any kind of explanation or whatever. So I'm going to revise it. And this time I'm going to put it maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 different volumes, like book 1, book 2, 3, and 4, how many I could do, because I have about 5,000 of them. So, and it's going to be a lot less expensive. Now, what it is, you know, it's a science, the algorithm is a scientific book. It's mathematical, and it's all the permutations, possibilities of how to do the stick control book, or different ways. Now, he has, you know, do it in triplets, do it in paradiddles, but he doesn't write out 2 or 3 pages, so you see what that is. That's what I did. But I'm going to revise it, and everybody who purchased the stick control book, the first copy, will get a second copy free. How's that sound, gentlemen? Hoist, how's that sound? I'm gonna investigate and see how much it's going to cost to go to Germany. And I'm in contact with Amazon. I might be selling the book through Amazon as well. Okay? So therefore there's also a European Amazon and a United States Amazon. So you might be able to get the hardcover there, Hoist. You know, it's been a pretty rough 2 months for me. I feel bad. All the students, because of the broadcasting, is not going on correctly. This is a lot of work. And I did all 3 platforms by myself. And that's pretty tough if you know nothing about computers. Set it up for YouTube, like we're on now. Set it up for Facebook, and set it up for my site. I am going to be doing 10 broadcasts a week. Okay? And those 10 broadcasts are going to vary the location. So whoever here is on the mailing list will know the location. If by any chance you go onto my site and there's a problem, we will be someplace. We will be on YouTube, and if not YouTube, we will be on Facebook. Now, if we're friends on Facebook, you can get to view it. All right. Well, we'll do all of that stuff, George. You know, I wish there was 3 of me working here. You know, one guy working the controls, one guy writing the lessons, and me performing. So it's not easy. But anyway, you understand the fill-ins. I have I think 1 through 12 written out. I will send them out. That actually is my fault. That's a prerequisite to going into Joe Morello's book. Now, we've been working with 3 against 2, 3 against 4. And what we're going to do, and it's once you feel, you say, what am I going to do with it? Well, there's a lot you can do with it. I mean, you have to be creative. So what we're going to start to do is we're going to take the syncopation book, the reading. For example, if I sat there and read 1E and the 2 and 3E and the 4, and we're going to play that figure against 3, or we're going to play that figure against 4. And that's going to open up a tremendous amount of doors. What's this? Yeah, that you have to go on my website, order the rudimental book, and you pay right directly from my site. Okay, George? Anyway, let's talk about the 3 against 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm doing 3 with the bass drum and 4 with the snare drum. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take a couple reading lines. I'm not going to do it yet until you visualize it. Okay? So here's what we got. 3 against 4. I'm going to do 3 with the bass drum. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4 with the right hand. Do you understand how I'm counting that? At first, you have to count it at first. Eventually, that counting will turn into a feel. So here's what I'm doing. I'm breaking up the triplet. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the. My triplets on the bottom. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4's on the top. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and 1E and the 2E and the 3E and. Now, you gentlemen, remember the exercise. From the formula, we had R became 4 rights, 1, E, and the. L became 4 lefts. So if I did line 1 with that, I reference off the stick control book, 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4. Remember that exercise? So that's actually 4 on the top. So let's do that exercise, but with 3 on the bottom. we understand that? Oh, this old age sucks. My dear friend Alan Herman, he's the same age as I am. And every morning we wake up with something new physically. Oh, my back, my legs, cramps in my feet. All that good stuff. And that's just a sign of old age. So him and I were having a good time today. And I said, we should start a page on Facebook. Senior drummers, senior citizens only. I thought that would be funny. Anyway, Hoist, do you understand what I just did? I took that exercise 4 on the top. R equals 4 rights, L equals 4 lefts, playing the 8th note triplet with the bass drum. Do line 3. Line 5. Now let's reverse that. Second exercise. Remember we did 8th note triplets. R equals 3 rights, L equals 3 lefts. Now this time we're going to play the 4 on the floor. Hello. Sometimes you get confused, you play the 4 on the top. But there's all variables, and I'm going to write these out. Like I said, I'm going to put a little bit of a publication, a very inexpensive book, polyrhythms and stick control book. I don't know, $19, $19.95. And like I said, I'm going to try to sell all this stuff on Amazon as well. I'm going to write all this out, and you're going to get it, okay? Hoist and Jard. All right, so now, another thing we were working on was the stone killer. I'm not going to go to the 8th notes, or I'm not going to go to the 8th note triplets tonight. I'm going to go to the 16th notes. Now, it's presented to you in a triangle formation. 4 rights, 4 lefts. 8 rights, 8 lefts, so on and so forth. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the last stone killer with the accent on the first stroke of the 16th note. Okay? But I'm only going to play my left hand. So I'm going to have this. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and That's going to be constant. I'm going to play my left foot. You don't have to. It's random. It's optional. But I like to play it on 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm leaving the right foot alone because we're going to be doing something with that. The first exercise, yeah, you play the bass drum 1, 2, 3, 4. That can be considered an ostinato pattern because it's consistent. It's over and over and over again. I got to get that chord out of here so I can see. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I guess you can. All right, anyway. Now, while we're doing this, we're going to reference off the stick control book. Now, I'm going to look at line 1. Instead of thinking of line 1, 1 and 2 and 4, and I'm going to think of those 2 measures as one measure. and it's going to be counted 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a. And I'm going to eliminate the lefts. So that gives me 1 E and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 E and. Okay? Then I go to line 2, the same concept. I eliminate the lefts. I'm thinking of it in the 16th notes, and I'm just going to play the right. So that would be 1 E and a 2, a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Line 3, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So on and so forth. That in itself is pretty simple. So what I'm going to be doing is playing my left hand, bass drum and hi-hat, and all the rights, referencing off the stick control book on Mr. Floor Tom Tom. So let's start it off slow. 2 E and 3 E and 4. Keep doing it. Same line. Line 2, the right hand now moves over to the E's and the does. But the motion with the left hand remains the same. The motion is down, tap, tap, up. 1 E and the 2 E and the. Okay? While you're playing the right hand part up from line 2. We understand that, gentlemen? Oh. Now again, let me reiterate. If I'm having it tomorrow at 7 p.m., I'm supposed to be on my site, but for some reason or other, it wasn't making contact again. I don't know. It's the bandwidth, it's the internet, it's the servers. There's too many people on the internet at one time. It's not normal because the normal was maybe half the world was on the computer. Now, at a certain time of day, the whole world's almost on the computer. Almost the whole world. So it's pretty tough. So, that's another, like I have 3 platforms. And like I said, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can view the video live. If, if you're not friends, because it's not because we're not friends, it's because I can't accept more friends at the moment. I have over 5,000 friends and close to 4,500 followers. So what you need to do, if you're not on my friends list, is follow me. If you follow me, you most definitely will see the video live. If not, it will be on my wall someplace, and you'll see it. I'll put the date on it. So we're going to be on Facebook Monday and Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, YouTube, 1 p.m. And hopefully, I don't know what the hell happened tonight, but 7 p.m., Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 p.m. on my site. I just hope this shit goes away, man. It's just so annoying, so aggravating, so frustrating, and it is exhausting. All right, you have any questions on what we're doing for this lesson? Because I'm going to send you the PDFs. Hoist, Jard. Any questions? Also, I do take requests. I do a whole lesson on a request. You're working. You're watching. Okay. You have any requests? Tell me something that you would like me to do, not now, but for an up-and-coming lesson. Yeah, well, me too, Jared. I feel like I'm a computer technician as opposed to a musician because that's all I've been doing for the last 3 months. Oh, 12, 14, 16 hours a day on a computer. It's annoying, it's exhausting, it's heavy. Do you have any suggestions that you want me to work on something? Like linear concepts, jazz patterns, double bass drum exercises. You have double basses, right, Mr. Jard? And you hoist? Do you have double beaters? Four-way coordination, harmonic coordination, cross harmonic. You have double bass drums. I am not per se a double bass drum player. I don't see why, and I get a lot of this because in the art of drumming groups, yeah, we can do double bass. I'm not actually. I can show you some exercises. Okay, we could do 3 against 4. That's a hard one, but we'll get to that. I'm not going to do it tonight. I get, on Facebook, I have maybe created 12 to 14 different rooms, art of drumming rooms. And sometimes when I do go to the art of drumming, which is the most populated, over 120,000 members. And when I go on to the site, I think I made a wrong turn someplace because it looks like a YouTube channel. It's supposed to be a discussion platform. Yes, it's very nice to display your hard work and have people critique it and talk about it, how you got there. That's a beautiful thing. And I do not allow cover tunes since inception of the group. And I've posted that. No cover tunes. Would you believe I still get requests to put their cover tunes in the room? I made a room already for cover tunes. It's very annoying. And then I get these pictures of their girlfriend. I don't want to see their girlfriend. And their mentor or their minister giving a sermon. I don't want to hear that shit. It's not a place, I'm not belittling it, but it's not a place for it. I'm trying to keep it organized. It's getting a little bit better. Now, double bass drums, I see guys playing their bass drums 9,000 miles an hour. Well, let me back up on that one. That's not going to happen with me. I can give you some coordination exercises, some answer call answer, or whatever you want to call it. And I could actually take some patterns and put it into a funk pattern. Also, I forgot to mention, on here on YouTube, I cannot do a play along because it's a copyright infringement. However, I can do that maybe on Facebook, but definitely on my site. Okay, so I am going to well, if you want to do double bass drums, let me just give you an exercise. It's not a glorified thing that how fast you can play your bass drums. I think out of 100% of the people who play double bass drums or double pedals, I'm the slowest in the world because I don't really work with them. I have enough time getting one bass drum, so on and so forth. However, if you want to work with double bass drums, it's a simple process. And you can have a lot of fun with this. Take the stick control book and play them in harmony. Bam. So on and so forth. I'm going to give them to you. I'll put them together for you. But I need to leave, and I apologize about my site. We'll try the site again tomorrow night. If the site is not working, come to YouTube, okay? And if YouTube is not working, go to Facebook. I'm going to be someplace. I'm doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 lessons, 10 broadcasts a week. And for those who are watching, because there are quite a few people, and I'm getting the monitor, and there's only 2 people in the chat. The objective of doing these lessons is to get in the chat, ask some questions, introduce yourself. Say, my name is Jose, I am from Argentina. Or my name is Pierre, and I'm from Canada. I've been playing 1,000 years, and I still have problems with my weaker side. Stuff like that, that would help out. That makes the lesson a lot more exciting and a lot more productive. You're welcome, George. When you get a chance, you can become a member of the site. Okay? That would be helpful to me. In the meantime, I am going to stop streaming, and I will see everybody tomorrow afternoon on this site, 1 p.m. Okay, Hoist? Okay, good night, everybody.